Imagine a civilization thriving in one of the harshest environments on Earth, a place where rain might not fall for years. Now, imagine they didn't just survive. They flourished, building cities and cultivating vast landscapes. This isn't science fiction. This is the story of the Nabateans, the masters of water engineering in the ancient world. Today, we journey back in time to the heart of the Arabian desert, to a place you might know as Petra, the famous rose-red city carved from rock. But Petra is more than just a stunning archaeological site. It's a testament to human ingenuity and a masterclass in hydrology that continues to baffle engineers even today. So, who were the Nabateans? They were a nomadic Arab tribe who, around the 4th century BC, began to settle and build an empire that sat at the crossroads of major trade routes. Spices, incense, silk, all passed through their territory. This trade made them incredibly wealthy, but wealth alone can't quench thirst. Their true genius, the secret to their kingdom's success, was their unparalleled mastery of water. The region around Petra receives less than 6 inches of rainfall a year, on average. The rain that does fall often comes in sudden, violent flash floods. For most, this would be a disaster. For the Nabateans, it was an opportunity. They saw every single drop of water as a precious resource and devised an ingenious system to capture, store, and distribute it. Let's start with their collection methods. They didn't just build a few wells, they engineered an entire landscape to serve their needs. They carved channels directly into the sandstone cliffs to intercept rainwater as it ran down the rock faces. These channels, some small, some large, formed a complex web that crisscrossed the entire area, all leading to collection points. They also understood the importance of slowing water down. During a flash flood, water rushes with incredible force. To combat this, they built a series of small dams and terraces along the wadis, or dry riverbeds. These structures didn't just stop the water, they slowed it down, allowing the precious silt it carried to settle, creating fertile soil for farming. This also gave the water time to seep into the ground, replenishing the underground aquifers. Once collected, where did all this water go? This is where it gets even more incredible. The Nabateans carved hundreds of cisterns directly into the sandstone rock. These weren't just simple pits. They were carefully engineered reservoirs, often plastered with a special waterproof mortar to prevent any leakage. Some were small, holding enough for a single family. Others were colossal, capable of storing millions of gallons of water. This meant they could store the bounty of a single storm for months, even years, providing a reliable water supply through long periods of drought. There are over 200 of these cisterns in Petra alone, with a combined capacity estimated to be around 10 million gallons. That's enough to support a population of tens of thousands of people. But collecting and storing water is only half the battle. You also have to move it to where it's needed, to homes, farms, and public fountains. And this is where the Nabateans' skills as plumbers come into play. They constructed a sophisticated network of ceramic pipes and aqueducts that snaked through the city. These pipes were often hidden within the rock, protected from the sun to reduce evaporation. They understood principles like gravity-fed systems and pressure. In some areas, they even used siphons to move water across valleys and up inclines, a technique that demonstrates a deep understanding of physics. Think about the Sick, that famous narrow gorge that serves as the entrance to Petra. As you walk through it, look closely at the walls. You'll see the remnants of these water channels. Water was piped directly into the heart of the city, feeding public fountains and even private pools for the wealthy elite. In a desert, the sight and sound of running water would have been the ultimate symbol of power and prosperity. This water system wasn't just for drinking, it was the backbone of their agriculture. The Nabateans managed to create lush gardens and farms in the middle of the desert. They cultivated olives, grapes, dates, and wheat. This agricultural surplus not only fed their own population, but also provided goods for trade, further increasing their wealth. They had turned one of the world's most arid landscapes into a garden paradise. Their water management was so effective that they could even afford to be extravagant. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of ornate fountains and even a large swimming pool complex. Imagine, a giant pool in the middle of the desert. This wasn't just for recreation. It was a bold statement to visiting traders and dignitaries, showcasing the incredible wealth and engineering prowess of the Nabatean kingdom. So, what happened to this incredible civilization? Like many great empires, their decline was gradual. The rise of new sea trade routes that bypassed their land-based kingdom diminished their wealth. Eventually, in 106 AD, the Roman Empire annexed the Nabatean kingdom. While the city of Petra continued to be inhabited for centuries, a major earthquake in 363 AD destroyed much of the city, including its vital water infrastructure. Without the constant maintenance required to keep the complex system running, the city slowly faded, eventually becoming lost to the Western world for centuries, inhabited only by local Bedouins. When explorers rediscovered Petra in the 19th century, they were stunned by the monumental architecture. But the true monument, the one that enabled all the others, was the invisible network of channels, pipes, and cisterns that lay hidden in the rock. The story of the Nabateans is more than just a fascinating piece of history. It holds powerful lessons for us today. We live on a planet facing increasing water scarcity. Cities around the world are struggling with drought and the challenges of providing clean water to growing populations. The Nabateans teach us that with ingenuity, foresight, and a deep respect for natural resources, it's possible to thrive even in the most challenging conditions. They weren't just building a city. They were designing a sustainable relationship with their environment. They understood that water is life, and their entire civilization was built around protecting and managing that precious resource. Their legacy is a powerful reminder that sometimes the most advanced technology isn't a supercomputer or a spaceship, but a simple, elegant solution that works in harmony with nature. As we look to the future, perhaps we can learn a thing or two from these ancient masters of the desert. I hope you found this journey into the world of the Nabateans as fascinating as I did. It's incredible to think about what they achieved with the tools and knowledge they had. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history and engineering, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have so many more lost civilizations and forgotten technologies to explore together. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.